Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Holotide here, and today we're going to talk about what is probably the most unique and misunderstood runner shell in Marathon. Rook isn't like the other classes in the game. No traditional loadout, no team to back you up, but if played right, Rook is one of the most fun and rewarding ways to experience Marathon. So in this video, we're going to be talking about, what Rook is and how he works, his single ability, playstyle philosophy, tips and strategies, and when you should play them. But before we get into the video, I just want to say if you want to stay up to date with Marathon and catch more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 25,000 subs by the end of this year. We're so close to 20,000. We might hit it by the end of this month. And if you enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like and hype it up as well. So first off, what is Rook? This is Marathon's scavenger frame. Think of it like a scav run from Escape from Tarkov. You're not really a hero, you're just a vulture, an opportunist picking through the aftermath of everybody else's firefights. The playstyle is literally get in, grab a little bit of loot, and then get out of there. To me, this character is just, to make money, get some gear for your other classes. If you're down on your luck, if you've been wiped a couple times in a row. But it's also an interesting and fun way and challenging way to play the game. But it doesn't come without its pitfalls. Like you can't complete contracts and things like that. So before we get into the tips section, you need to understand that Rook's unique mechanics make it very different than every other shell. It's solo only. Block the solo queue, you cannot squad up. You're always dropping in alone in the middle of a game, which means that every team you run into is going to have a numbers advantage on you. And you're always dropping into that trio queue. Like I just said, you join mid-match, unlike other runners who are at the start. Rook sneaks into the match, it's already in progress. No other players are actually notified when you join, so that's kind of cool. It's a very stealthy advantage. As for gear, you can't bring any of your saved loadouts into the match. You drop in with only a basic starter kit, so that's that risk-reward equation where you bring nothing in, so you're not going to lose anything if you die, but everything you loot and extract with, that's yours to keep. And from what I understand, Rook is only going to be available on 3 out of the 4 maps. Perimeter, Dire Marsh, Outpost, but you cannot play Rook on the Marathon ship map, from what I understand. Rook does have a prime ability called Recuperation. When used, the emergency repair system begins to slowly restore your health, but it's interrupted when you take damage. So Rook's one ability is a good one. It's the UESC Disguise, or Signal Mask, or Blend, depending on who you're talking to. And it works by temporarily masking you from UESC drones and AI enemies. They treat you as a friendly, they ignore you, you basically get to pass right through any contested NPC zone without drawing any fire. This is huge for a few reasons. There are heavily patrolled areas where other runners are going to be, fighting, wasting all their ammo and heals and stuff, and you can just waltz right through. You can loot high-value areas while these other crews are just busy fighting the AI. Now, that ability doesn't hide you from other players. They can still see you and shoot at you. So, like always, you're a target to other runners. But I think this class is perfect for people who want to learn the maps and routes and just stock up on stuff. Maybe you're on your lunch break or you only have a few runs to get in, so you're not going to be playing with friends and you don't want to queue up with randoms. I think Rook is a very smart pick in that regard. It's not really a combat character. You're not here to win gunfights. You're not here to wipe teams. You're basically there to be invisible, patient, opportunistic. You're letting the other teams do all the dirty work, picking up all the mods and implants and stuff that they leave behind. This class really is more of a chess match instead of just punching other people. And again, you can navigate these high intensity NPC zones and maybe get the drop on people while they're looting or healing and stuff. So I'm not going to tell you that you can't fight other teams. You just need to be very opportunistic and smart when you do it. Because honestly, I would probably avoid player contact entirely whenever possible. As of right now, Marathon doesn't seem like Arc Raiders where everybody holds hands and sings by the campfire, even when treating other Rooks as a potential fourth party member. It really does feel like it's shoot on sight. So here are some of the tips and strategies that I would impart on you, things that I've learned while playing him. And that's that map knowledge is everything. Since you're joining in late and by yourself, you need to know where all the loot spawns before you drop. You need to spend time learning loot routes during the server slam. Rook is the best shell for learning maps without risk, since death basically costs you nothing. And since you're joining mid-match, there's already firefights that have happened or are starting. You gotta listen for gunfire, track where those teams are fighting, maybe go in the opposite direction, let those runners eliminate each other. You can go hide in the corner in a building, and then you sweep in and take whatever they left behind. Because honestly, more often than not, I feel like a lot of people don't know what they're looting, and they leave some really good stuff in terms of like mods. I feel like everybody is so stressed out that they're not even like reading what certain implants and mods do. They're just like taking whatever fits in their backpack and then running away. I would also say use your signal mask proactively and not reactively. Don't wait until enemies are already shooting at you. I think you should use that ability before you actually enter those patrol zones, and then move through quietly, get a lay of the land, maybe wait for it to recharge. You can use it again, but I wouldn't just wait to use it. Honestly, one of the first things that I do is plan my exit as soon as I get in the map. I check the map, look at the exfil areas, see if they're like guarded or if they're like super far away or whatever. Having like a backup plan in case something goes wrong, because even though you're not losing anything, if you find good stuff, like you find the shotgun or something like that, you don't want to just lose it. Like, the point is to exfil. And like I said before, don't overstay your welcome. I think that greed in these type of games just gets you killed, but with Rook, you got a little starting kit and like no armor. I feel like the moment that you feel like your inventory feels good, just get out of there. I think it's worth more to just get stuff than wait for a bigger haul and then you just die trying to get it. Like I said before, you gotta know the PvP reality. Some players are maybe gonna respect the Rook role and maybe leave you alone. Others are just gonna shoot you on sight and then teabag you. So to me, I would always assume the latter, so plan accordingly. So if you're wondering when to play as Rook, like I said before, you just had a rough run, lost all your gear, drop in as Rook, get some items back, get out for free, and rebuild your loadout. I would also say if you're brand new to the game, you want to learn how to play extraction shooters without any pressure or stress of losing everything or having the fact that you died be like this huge sore, and you want a low stakes but also a high tension experience, because there's something genuinely exciting about being a scavenger going through the war zone, with like little shields and stuff like that and health, and it does feel like it's more of a cerebral type of role, and it does feel really good when you're able to sneak around, exfil, and then you see like there were other teams like right next to you. There's also no cooldown on playing Rook, so you can load into the map, die, immediately load back in as Rook again. Even if you exfil, you can be Rook the next time you want to play. And I think that that's probably a good thing. I feel like Rook is that more casual role. I will say from my experience right now, this game is not balanced, or like the solo queue experience is not really taken into consideration. I know it was added as like a last minute thing, and like Rook was always going to be a solo queue kind of shell in the first place, but like dropping in as any of the other shells, trying to go up against the AI that's on the map, it's pretty difficult. You run out of ammo quick, you run out of shields and health. But with Rook, you're able to just kind of bypass all those bots and kind of do whatever you want. So those are my thoughts and opinions on Rook, Marathon's Scavenger, the lone wolf of Marathon. It's not the flashiest shell on the roster, but I think if you master Rook, you're going to learn patience, you're going to have map awareness, resource efficiency, and it's going to make you better at every other runner that you play. Let me know in the comments below if you've been playing a lot of matches as Rook, or if you just don't see the use in picking them. Like I said before, like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video and if it helped you, and I will see you in the next one where we will break down the next runner. Peace!